show the picture and you can say the name. Let's see what you remember. That's right, hat. Second one is a comfortable shirt. Well done. The third one. Pants. Right. Comfortable pants. Excellent. And the next one. Do you know what these are? That's right. Shoes. And the final thing we need to wear when we go hiking is a backpack. You got that right. Good. Do you remember different places that you can hike in Taiwan? See if you can complete these sentences. In Taiwan, you can hike in the city. Good. In Taiwan, you can hike along the rivers. Good job. 2 more. Let's see if you remember the last 2. In Taiwan, you can hike on the... That's right. You can hike on the beach. And the last one. In Taiwan, you can hike in the mountains. Good job. And the final question for our review quiz. Which is safer, to hike in a group or alone? Well done. To hike in a group is always safer. The second part of our adventure series is about camping. Do you enjoy camping? Do you even know how to put up a tent? Come and learn English with me. The first kind of camping that we are going to talk about is called glamping. Glamping is a mixture of 2 words, glamorous and camping. Glamorous means fancy and camping, so fancy camping. Okay, so this is for you if you want to do as little work as possible and all play. The campsite will provide everything you need for sleeping, cooking, and cleaning. They will clean up for you afterwards. Glamping is a really good choice for an indoor person, who really wants to experience camping for the very first time. Let's move on to the next thing, camping in a campsite. Camping without hiking is when you need to take your own tent, mattress, sleeping bags, food, and other things that you might want. You don't have to carry all these things in your backpack. So all you need to do is pack all your things into your car trunk, and then when you get to the campsite, you just unpack all the things you want. You will need to put up your tent and cook your own food. Also, when you go home again afterwards, you will need to pack everything back into the boxes and back into your car trunk to take them home. In Taiwan, most people like to go to campsites to camp. If you are going camping for more than 1 day, you will need to camp for the night. You can go without a tent if there are cabins on the trail. You must find out though if it is legal to camp where you are going. If there are no cabins on the trail that you are going on, you can carry a very light 1-man tent on your backpack. When you do hike, you will have to carry all your equipment in your backpack, so you will have less comforts with you because you only want to take what you really need. To make your backpack even lighter, you can even leave your tent at home and then you can sleep on the ground. But you will have to brave creatures and weather if you don't want to carry a tent. So let's go over the dome tent. This is a dome tent, and we call it a dome tent because of the shape. It is shaped like these. These are all domes Dome tents have two poles, an inner tent and a rain cover. These are poles. They are like a skeleton. A skeleton is inside our body, bones that hold our body up. Well, these poles hold the tent up. Then you have the inner tent, which is the inside tent that is hooked onto the poles. And you have the rain cover that goes over to keep you dry. Let's unpack the tents! Okay, dome tents are really easy to build, and I have David here who's going to show us how to make one.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Okay, the first thing, what would you use, David?
Okay, we will start with this.
Okay, that is called?
This is called the ground sheet.
Okay.
So once you have the ground sheet laying down on the ground flat, then we can move on to the next part, which is?
Okay, I guess it's this. What is this, David?
That's the actual tent and the cover sheet.
Okay, then we have, these.
Okay, these are the pole for the tent.
Okay, tent poles, great.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the pole and set it up over the tent. So, Leanne, right here, on each corner, there are 4.
Eyes.
There are poles right here. What you want to do, you want to take your pole and insert . So once you have 2 poles secure over your tent, now on your tent there are hooks. So all you have to do is you pull it over and hook it on.
Like this, we could get wet if it rains.
Yes.
So we need a
cover sheet and the pole. And same thing, there are hooks on the 4 corners of each side of the cover. All you have to do is hook it on the ring.
Okay. Wow, how good is that? Oh wow, this will be fun to wake up when I'm camping. This is going to be great, David. I love you. This is the sleeping bag. This is the inner tent. It has flexible poles that hold it up. And this is the rain sheet. And at the bottom, a ground cover. Good. Okay, we're going to pack this tent up. Okay, well, let's look at some words and some sentences that we have learned in our lesson. Okay, the first one, camp. Can you say that? Camping. I love to go camping. Good. Put. Putting. I am putting the tent up. Sleeping bag. I have a sleeping bag that I take camping. Carry. You don't have to carry everything if you sleep in a camping site with no hiking. Cabin. When it's raining, I like to sleep in a cabin. Good repeating. Next one, tent. Have you put up a tent before? Good job. Mat. Mats make it more comfortable. Tent pole. In a dome tent, you have 2 tent poles. The last one, rain cover. A rain cover really helps when it's raining. Good. Try to answer these questions. I will sleep under the stars because I don't have A, B, or C. Tent, that's right. Okay, next question. I don't have to carry a tent because I will sleep in A, B, or C. You got it. It's a cabin. We don't carry a tent when we're sleeping in a cabin. Good job. See if you can ask these questions. Do you have a tent? Yes. Next one. Do you have a sleeping bag? Good. Last one. Do you have a mat? Very good. You can use these questions in a conversation. Try them out. Let's see if you can answer them. Have you slept in a? That's a cabin, right. Have you slept in a cabin? Next one. Have you slept in a? In a tent. Well done. Let's see if you remember camping equipment. I will give you 5 seconds to match the question with the right answer. The first one. You will need these to hold up your tent. Yes, tent poles. Good job. The next one. This is the inside part of a tent. Yes, it's the inner tent. Good job. Next one. We use this to cover the tent. Yes, it is called the rain cover. Yes, and now, what do you remember this one? What do we put underneath the tents? That's right, the ground sheet. The last one. This goes inside the tent and you sleep inside it. What is that? Good, it's the sleeping bag. Well done, you guys did really well. I hope you enjoyed our lesson today and I'll see you again for our next lesson.